Alright everybody, it's game number 2 between Welmu and Startale Life. That was a very interesting game number 1. I would suggest people check that out if you have not yet. If you're a Zerg or a Protoss player, you'll learn something from that. Interesting mind games and great responses there out of Welmu, who did take game number 1 in what I consider a very convincing way. Almost embarrassing for Life. Try to go for that really greedy, like 3 hatch before pool on a habitation station. Got that essentially shut down by a zealot stalker and a mothership core, and then just got trapped in his base behind like a feigned 4-gate. And then the Protoss player took his own gold base. It was breathtaking. It was done so well. Very impressed. On this side, I'll be interested to see what happens now. Welmu's got a lead. Obviously, he's not favored in this matchup. So he could just play standard straight up. It's a big map and draw it out. Or he could go for something weird. We'll see what he wants to do. I have a feeling that he might try to just put Life on tilt here and go for something somewhat cheesy. It's difficult to do on a big map like this, though. Might be just going for that straight up Nexus first on this side. Low ground pool. That's smart. I like that. If you can do that and defend that, you always have this base to fall back on later. That's very difficult to take. So I encourage Zerg players that are confident enough to take this base first. Helps out a ton. Protoss will get down that Nexus first. No problemo. No fears. I've seen some really good Zerg aggression on this map though, with just 6 pooling, 9 pooling, and getting some work in. The difficulty though is it's such a long distance, and if you don't scout right, you can easily enough get down a wall even with a Nexus first and defend with just probes. Looks like his timing is slightly off on this supply depot. Will be supply blocked for just a moment there. And there's the 3rd hatch before pool. Life going mega greedy. Balls to the wall again. And why not? Your Life. Your big deal. Do it up. Couple gases going down. He's actually putting 3 into these gases here as well. Pretty big commitment into gas. We'll see if that has to do with him wanting to tech up really quickly to maybe another Stargate tech. Maybe DTs. It's hard to make that kind of prediction, but it's a lot of gas early on where he doesn't necessarily need it all. He'll go out and scout now, and we'll see what crazy shenanigans might be coming our way. No gas at all for Life. Last game, I think he got into a lot of trouble because he didn't get that earlier gas and speed. So just a bunch of stalkers, 3 stalkers, essentially kept him pinned in his base for a long time. And I don't think he'd really be happy with that again. Queens are on the way. A couple of Zerglings going to come out and help with the scouting. Unfortunately for our Zerg players, Overlords both go in the wrong direction. Cybernetic score is finished, and he is getting out to the warp gate right away. Part of me just thinks something crazy is going to come, but I don't know yet. 3 queens on 3 hatches. We're probably just going to see Life drone up like a beast for another minute or 2. Maybe go for some sort of timing of his own. I could see him going for some sort of roach play, but he doesn't have any gas yet. And if he was going to do something like that, he would generally need roach speed. And that's a layer away. So we'll see what comes out of it. He's actually making extra queens. More injects, more creep spread. Might be gearing up for a longer game. We have a robo coming out here. Not dramatically early. That might just help him expand into a third base here. Getting out some immortals and sentries can be a great pressure tactic. Sometimes it can just be a great thing to help you really secure a higher economy at the same time. Tequila what? Creep spread's going to be pretty ridiculous. Life has obviously got the multitasking to be able to deal with these kind of things. Zerglings trying to spread out and run everywhere. I don't think there's any pylons anywhere on the map. The fact we're seeing a lot of sentries come out on one gateway Makes me somewhat suspicious. Maybe we'll see just a gateway blitz, like another 6 or 7 gateways go down, and just a big immortal warp prism timing. They're pretty cool these days. They're trendy. Supply block for just a moment. 2 more gateways going down over here. You'll generally see Protoss spread out their gateways they're going down, but in this case he's just going to try to hide them in the back of his base and deny overlords from getting in there. There we go. Lots and lots and lots and lots of gateways. 7 gateways. Just like I said, guys. I know what I'm talking about. Warp gate is done. Sentries are out. We should be seeing the Great March soon. The difficulty is this is a long march. We have a Zerg player. It's already up over 50 workers. He's going to get Lings and speed and his Roach Warren in his lair. So by the time this Protoss attack, and I've seen this happen a bunch of times, the Protoss gets that sexy Immortal Warp Prism build, all these gateways, they move across the map, and then they got hit by like 50 extra supply of Zerg. And now it's really going to come down to whether or not our Protoss player can really get away with this easy enough. Warp Prism is queued up to our Immortal here, and he's going to start moving out. 3 Immortal timing as well, much stronger than the 2 Immortal timing. More gas is happening, now it's units time. Life knows what's coming, he knows what build it is. Now he's just got to build units, he's got lots of creep. All he has to do is defend, and he essentially wins. So we have lots of roaches, no upgrades for anybody. It's kind of the interesting dynamic of this early matchup, is that the upgrades kind of get pushed back a bit. More queens. How many queens does he have right now? He's got 6 queens, he's going to go up to 9 queens. Which is good. I mean, that's production that doesn't cost larva. So you can always get more of them. Get those transfuses out. Tanky unit. Life is trying to get a good surround going on over here. The Warp Prism is available with a recall. No, he spent the energy. It might work out, though. It's a lot of units with a lot of sentries warping in, actually. It's not a lot of damage dealers. Pretty good force fields there. Very nice force fields. Those roaches are getting so trapped up here. 2 seconds, everybody. Alright, sorry about that there. I just got contacted by the company's doing some work on my building because I had... Oh man, never mind my story. Life's about to essentially lose this game anyways from the looks of it. And I'm kind of surprised. I actually thought Life had plenty of time to prepare for this. I think he saw what was coming. I think he actually just, I don't know if it was control or what else. I'm not a person that likes to talk about like Protoss Imba or anything like that, but there was enough time in there, I think, for the Zerg player to prepare for that attack. These Immortals, 11 kills, 12 kills, 16 kills, have been alive the whole time. They didn't get shut down once. I don't know if he needed more Zerglings other than just roaches to get in behind there. I'm not too sure what the answer was, but this just looked easy for Welmu against a really, really tough opponent. So, 2 games to nothing for Welmu. SeKo Starcraft will be back with game number 3.